The New Jersey Pinelands Commission is celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan. And I'm here today with Nadine Young, who was the secretary for the commission and the commission's executive secretary. She started working at the commission on April 12, 1980, until her retirement in November 2010. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So I understand that you were living at Whitesbog Village before you ended up working at the commission. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, I worked for the Conservation and Environmental Studies Center at that time. I had worked there for about 6 years and lived there for some time after that. Mm-hmm. And I did secretarial work there. We did environmental lessons for let's see, it was K through 12, mm-hmm. And college students as well. I worked for my father-in-law, who was Eugene Vivian, mm-hmm. Dr. Eugene Vivian.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very interesting. So after you take the job at the commission in 1980, that was around the time when the commission staff was working on the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan. And I've talked to several of your colleagues and fellow staff members at that time, and they described that preparation of the plan as exciting and grueling and rewarding. And I understand that the commission's 15-member board was meeting every week early on, or in some cases more than that. So what was your role in arranging these meetings, and how did you prepare?
Well, it was, everything was like time sensitive. Mm-hmm. We used, well, my job was actually collating a lot of the material that had to be sent down to the copy room, collated and sent out in a timely manner so mm-hmm. that the commission would be able to look at it, review it before getting to the meetings. Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell you that we may have had a 15-member board, but there were a lot of packets that went out, and I can tell you that at times those packets were huge. Mm-hmm. And we often found if we didn't meet the mail deadline, those packets were hand delivered.
Okay.
We used to give packets to the governor's liaison that would come to the meetings along with the commission members, and of course the staff had the material, and then we made other material for public to review when we were at the meetings.
Okay. So, and this of course was in the day when there were no computers, and so you're talking about hand typed packets. And so you also, and you mentioned delivering them. So someone had to drive these packets to people's houses?
Yes.
So who would do that?
Well, we did have a copy person, and sometimes we had to pull staff. And also, I remember running to Far Hills to deliver Mr. Parker's packet and Candy Ashman's packet. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we were all over South Jersey, North Jersey, wherever the commission members lived.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it. And how did you prepare for the meetings themselves? Because it was unclear what might happen at these meetings. Did you bring a typewriter, more paper?
Well, at that time, because everything had to be moved along to meet deadlines, sometimes we brought typewriters, reams of paper in the event something had to be copied for all the commission members and perhaps the public, mm-hmm. Staff. The meetings had to be, we didn't have the Richard J. Sullivan Center at the mm-hmm. time, so we had to move around quite a bit throughout the counties in the Pinelands area. And sometimes we would meet at Stockton State College because some of the meetings would be bigger. Mm-hmm. We did find a home in Southampton Township Municipal Building, and also for a long period of time. And for some time, we did meet at the Medford Court/Municipal Building.
Okay. And so what were those meetings like back then?
Long.
Long?
Very long.
Okay.
Very long.
How long is long? More than
Well,
3 hours?
the meetings generally started at 9, and some of them ran until around 4 or later. And there were times that we met several times a week.
Okay.
So it might be two days in a row, 3 days in a row, whatever it took.
Right, I'm sure. I imagine there was a lot of public comment, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We did have a lot of, we had our regulars.
Mhm.
We had, comments from Pinelands Preservation Alliance, New Jersey Conservation Foundation, Sierra Club, other public members that would attend the meetings regular. And then we also had other people that would attend if they were interested in the topic being discussed.
Right. So it sounds like a very busy task to organize these meetings and then prepare the meeting minutes. If you're meeting multiple times a week, turning those minutes around, how are you able to do that? What was your key to that? You just do it until it gets done?
Yes, when I was doing the minutes, many times because of the other work duties that I had to do, I would do them sometimes on the weekends and sometimes in the evening when I got home from work to get them done.
Okay.
The turnaround time was often very quick so that they could go into the packets. So yeah, it was pretty hectic at times.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, so looking back on all this experience you had, because you were at the commission for a long time and you saw the technology change from typewriters to computers and the internet. So, but looking back, what are you most proud of about your work and your time at the commission?
Well, I guess I'm most proud of what I left behind in the closet, which were just books and books of minutes.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of proud of those because I know that I never really called them minutes. They were more like transcripts.
Mhm.
And I just feel that if somebody was to go back and want to just make a reference of something that might have happened back then or how the commission voted on something back then, they would have a pretty good detail information where they could get the gist of what went on. So I am very proud of that. I am also very proud of all the commissioners
Mhm.
that I've known, great commissioners.
Mhm.
To work with Mr. Moore and Mr. Stokes and Mr. Harrison was wonderful.
Mhm.
The staff was just great, all working toward a common goal, and everybody just put their best foot forward and moved on it, and it made it happen. It was really great. And it's great to know that, 40 years have gone by and everything is still going very strong. Thanks to you and all the other people at the commission now.
Thank you for that. Well, I really appreciate your time today. It was great speaking with you again. It's great to see you again, and I'll be in touch with you soon.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. It's my pleasure. And thank you for asking me to be a part of it.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.